The 12. Within a few days, the name of Muthoni was a legend. This gives some ideas that she is larger than life and an example to others. And the elders were gathering together, making irrelevant remarks, then looked at one another. They understood. This new faith had contaminated the hills, and Murungu was angry. Listen to the roaring thunder in the sky. Look at the blinding lights flashing across the earth. They remembered Chige and his words. They ought to have listened to him. Oh, and where's Chige? Chige was near dying. It was a stomach disease. And while the elders were worrying about taxes, Joshua had come up with a new message. Circumcision was wholly evil. And meanwhile, Boaki was watching his father with fear. He could not imagine a home without him. Visualize the words visualize. Could not visualize a home without him. So Boaki was also wondering on the theme of division, where he said he saw the ridges glaring at one another menacingly. Were they going to fight it out between themselves, the missionary encouraging his followers? Because he asked, had the missionary come to widen the split between the two ridges? And this is Kaboni, Kamal's dad. This Kamal. He was the first to break away. Kaboni, the great friend of Joshua, was the first to break away. So he left the Christians, and that followed by many others. You will soon find out that this is for power. Then later on, a few days later, Waki goes home and finds his mother crying. And guess what? He threw away the sharp bitterly and ran toward the hut, hoping against hope that he would see him alive, even if for a second. Bum, bum, bum. Chapter 13. Chapter 13 is about rain. It starts off with rain, drip drip, all along the edge of the corrugated iron roof. Drip drip, all in line. Large determined drops of rain fell on the ground as if they were competing. Competing? It could mean the competition of the ridges, or the competition between the Kiama and the white men. There's Waiaki, he's at school, and he's in his office. So Waiaki is with his fellow teachers Kinutia and Kamal, and they're just talking about the situation. So here the rain poured on. Waiaki watched, thinking confusedly about the school and the country of the sleeping lions. The country could now no longer be called isolated. What do they mean by that? Well, of course, the invasion of the white men. And then here's some stuff about Kinuthia. Kinuthia was normally calm, but when he had an argument, his slow-moving eyes would change and dance with excitement. Ooh, okay, how do we make him look excited? Ooh, happy, yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. And then Waiaki starts thinking about, the white men and the invasion. But, they're talking about the hut tax, which, taxes. And then Waiaki's still thinking about, all the education and stuff. For a moment, he became lost in his contemplation of education and the plans he had in mind. Such big plans he has for education. And so they talk about the Kiama, and then Waiaki is still thinking about the rain, carrying away the soil, corroding and eating away the earth, stealing the land. And this is where it gets real crazy. What's this? Waiaki's angry with the rain? Suddenly he became angry. Not with the white men or Kinuthia. He was angry with the rain. The rain carried away the soil, not only here but everywhere. That was why land in some parts were becoming poor. For a time, he felt like fighting with the rain. The racing drops of water had turned into filth and mud. He subsided. Now he felt like laughing heartedly. Even here, In this natural happening, he could see a contradiction. The rain had to touch the soil. That touch could be a blessing or a curse. Waiaki was a man of strong emotional moods. Hashtag angsty Waiaki, it rhymes, who's with me? Big mood.